And good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the parts of the world. My name is Raymond, aka Array of Sunshine 21. Welcome to another brand new episode of Array of Sunshine, bringing positive stories to light. We are on season 3, and ironically, as of this past Friday, 2 years of Array of Sunshine. So, if anybody saw my Twitter and my Discord post, I wanted to post the video of my first episode, but fortunately, good old Twitter and Discord's like, no, you got too much data, too much gigabytes on your thing. So I thought I'd share out some of the photos, but um, it's hard to believe that I've been doing this for 2 years. And like I said, January is the month of anniversaries. We celebrated 1 year here on Twitch about a couple weeks ago. This past Friday, it's 2 years of doing this show, starting from Haps for season 1 and Twitch here for season 2 and 3. And I think at the end of the month, um, I'll be affiliate for a year. So, um, month of January has blessed me a lot with some anniversaries for this show. And again, as I always say, I thank you guys so much for your support and much love to you guys for being here and listening to stories and getting positive vibes in here as well. Duke's in here. It's so good to see Duke in here. Thank you for stopping by, Duke. Hopefully, you're having a good Tuesday. And tonight's show, we're going to have 7 positive stories and actually 2 videos tonight. One of the videos was postponed from last week. I decided to push it for this week, and we're going to the end the show with the "I Have a Dream" speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I'm actually well aware here in the States, Monday was Martin Luther King Day. So, in homage to that, to close the show out, I'm going to play the I Have a Dream speech that he did in Washington back in 1963. And it's hard to believe, coming up at the end of August, that speech will be 60 years. 60 years. It's going to be hard to believe that. So, without further ado, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our first story, shall we? And and again, as always, as I say, make sure to auto host to your Twitch channels, share out to your social medias as we try to spread some positivity here in 2023. I gotta get used to saying 2023. So hopefully I have not screwed that up yet and said the other year, but of 2023 as well. And we're going to kick off our first story tonight. Again, one of seven. Millennials between 25 to 34 may be the savviest with their cash, says a new UK poll. And this is from the Good News Network for January 7th of 2023. And all of our stories, our positive stories for tonight, do come from the goodnewsnetwork.org. Make sure to check them out. Any stories that I do not do tonight, check the website. They got many other good stories for you guys to read, to check out. So make sure to check out the website. And again, millennials between 25 to 34 may be the savviest with their cash, says the new UK poll. And if you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and kick off our first story from this evening. Millennials, raising my hand, the most savviest with their cash. Here we go. Younger millennials are the most likely to be careful with their cash and the most likely to take action in their households to reduce monthly expenditures. I was going to screw that up. A poll of 2,000 UK adults found that those who were between 25 to 34 were almost twice as keen to make these changes as Gen Z adults aged 18 to 24. 12% of those in the millennial group have worked from the office, even when they didn't have to, in order to save cash. They are also most willing to try new ways to save money in 2023, with 78% compared to just 49% of adults younger than them. Um, Showering at the gym and batch cooking meals to make the most of the oven and hot water heater being on are other ways 25 to 34-year-olds are cutting back, which is not surprising due to the higher cost of gas. It also emerged that overall, saving money was the top New Year's resolution. A reversal of 2022's goals when dealing with health and diet was the top focus. Saving money by cutting energy used at home is now the third most selected resolution, up from sixth place a year ago. Victoria Bacon from Smart Energy GB, which commissioned a survey to encourage people to upgrade their traditional meter to a smart meter, said, "It's not surprising to see young adults and people across all age ranges feeling the pinch money wise." The Randall Double Up in survey conducted by one poll also found 35 to 44-year-olds are most likely to have started taking in a packed lunch to work and purchase clothing from a thrift store. Adults between the ages of 55 to 64 are more likely to grow their own produce and make sure their roofs are properly insulated. Other common ways Brits have saved money include signing up for a loyalty card, 26%, bleeding radiators to make them more efficient, 24%, and taking shorter showers, 24%. Um, Haley Holdsworth, a full-time student and mom from West Yorkshire, uses cashback sites for everything purchased to maximize benefits and is a true believer in generic supermarket brand products. Quote, "Don't know them until you've tried them," advises the 27-year-old. And I know this is from a British survey. This words come from a British story, but we kind of can relate that here in the United States. Um, Trying to save money. Um, Gas is okay, but it's still up there. Electric bills, of course, they're skyrocketing, especially with the cold weather we've been having, and other things. So I feel like the UK poll can be the same as the US poll, except I think still health and diet will be number one, and probably saving money and trying to lessen costs will kind of be coming in at number two there. So we'll see about that, but It's interesting that they did that poll to say millennials are the most savviest with cash, which I kind of do agree, though, being a millennial. But knowing me paying bills and recently have to do work done on a car, and now I got to do another car payment for a few years. Um, every money counts in order to save, to first save, but also to pay those bills on time as well. So our first story for tonight: millennials between 25 to 34 may be the savviest with their cash, is a new UK poll. And again, this is from the Good News Network for January 7th of 2023. As we go on to story number 2 for this evening, again, so glad you guys could join. And welcome to the show. Welcome to the season 3, but welcome year number 2 of A Ray of Sunshine. Been doing this for 2 years, and again, it's hard to believe that. And speaking of 2, this is story number 2 of 7 positive stories. And Will shows off newborn calf to stun whale watchers in California who saw the bird. And this is from the Good News Network for January 8th of 2023. So we're going to see some whales here and showing off their newborn calf. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and take a look at this incredible story of probably a new life as the other whale watchers are watching this. Here we go. A group of whale watchers off the coast of Southern California had the rare privilege of witnessing the moment a gray whale gave birth. Passengers aboard Captain Dave's dolphin and whale watching safari enjoyed the extraordinary event off the coast of Dana Point between Los Angeles and San Diego. A company spokesperson said the crew had noticed the whale behaving sporadically as they steered the boat slowly towards the animal. Quote, passengers and crew saw something orange and red color in the water they thought might have been kelp. Instead, a newborn calf rose to the surface. The mother brought her baby right up to a small boat as if to show it off. Quote, for a minute, many of us thought it may be a shark or predatory event, but instead of the end of life, it was the beginning of a new one. The call can be seen learning how to swim with the help of its mother. Several small boats were floating in the area while a woman can be heard gasping with awe and delight at the rare sight. Continuing on, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's National Marine Fisheries Service, that's a lot to say, but in short, if here in America, NOWA, gray whales are often curious towards boats, making them ideal subjects for whale watching tours. Eastern North Pacific gray whales migrate 10,000 to 14,000 miles along the western U.S. coast and often give birth in the warm waters nearby in Baja California, Mexico, with newborns measuring 15 feet long and weighing about 2,000 pounds. And this is the gray whale, I assume, with the calf there. And we're going to go ahead and look at the video of this. So let's go ahead and take a look.
All right, everybody. Whale give birth. And a brand new baby. So this is a cow-calf pair. We call the mothers cows and the babies are calves. I'm going to let you guys just enjoy this. We'll talk to you guys a little bit more after we give you guys an opportunity to see this. But a first for all of us. We've never seen this actually happen.
And the baby's on her face.
Yeah. Is it out?
Yeah.
Did you not see?
Oh my God!
Gabriel, did you not see it?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How floppy it is.
Oh my goodness.
Such an amazing video to look at there. With the whale, the gray whale and the baby calf there. And also looking at that with the whale getting so close to the boat. I'd be like, that'll be a little bit terrifying at the same time. The watchers really, the whale watchers really got a great showing there. And again, a great sight to see there with the mother whale there with the calf. So incredible video there captured of them two swimming together and on crystal clear water as well. Um, so that's a very good sight to see for those watchers again. And hopefully they got what they want. Probably a little bit of surprise, but got to see what they want there. So anyway, so story number 2: whale shows off newborn calf to stun whale watchers in California who saw the birth. And this is from the Good News Network for January 8th, 2023. As we get ready for story number 3, and our next story is of heroics here, and I really do love heroic stories as well. And this is again someone right place at the right time probably here. A Marine veteran turned cop tracks down stranded man in forest who nearly died of the cold. And this is for Andy Corbley of the Good News Network for January the 11th of 2023. So we're going to take a look at this story here. Again, a Marine vet, now a cop, tracks down a stranded man who almost nearly died in the cold. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and take a look at this story here. Story number 3 of 7 tonight on A Ray of Sunshine, and here we go. A team of New Jersey police officers went above and beyond to rescue a stranded man who nearly died from the cold. Tom McHugh was reported missing by his daughter on December 17th, 24 hours after she had last seen him, when he left for a ride in the mountains of rural Sussex County in his side-by-side. A search was organized as temperatures were low and snow was on the ground. After finding McHugh's tire tracks, his side-by-side was found crashed by the side of the trail in Stokes State Forest. Troopers were able to follow his boot prints through the snow a mile and a half to reach the man, who was alive but unconscious and suffering from hypothermia, a frightful condition that renders the limbs difficult to control and seriously impairs thinking ability. One trooper was an ex-Marine. He used his training to raise the McHugh's body temperature without fire or blankets. Quote, "That's what they teach us to do, life-saving skills in cold conditions," said New Jersey State Trooper James Stonis. "Strip down, get on top of him, get him sternum rubs, body heat to body heat, whatever you can do to get him warm." Body camera footage released records one trooper calling on another who had just finished running and had excess body heat to take turns laying on top of McHugh in the same way. Continuing on, McHugh's breathing improved, but the team were then forced to carry the 6'2", 200-plus-pound man all the way back to the vehicles through snow and mud. McHugh made a full recovery. Quote, "Because they found him so fast, they did what they had to do, but they went above and beyond," said McHugh's daughter, who called them heroes. And this is the footage of when Officer McHugh found the stranded man and tried to save his life, give him some body heat and everything. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video here.
Sir. GPS. There and like. Yeah, we're gonna need whatever you got. Two comment 217. Out loud. Latin longitude on your set. Yeah, I got a comment. Lat 41.238 8406 24 509. Come on. Here, come on, let's go. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. We got you, man. Come on, Tom. Still with us. Come on. Keep breathing. That sweet, sweet air. Help's on its way. Hold it longer. Just keep fighting. Keep fighting. Come on. Pile on. His legs up. I'll stay back on top of him. One of you guys. Just body heat. Yeah. Don't be afraid to get on top. Don't be afraid. We have to get there. Good steps. Right there. Get a tree. Get across. Good.
Joker is in the room. How you doing, Joker? So good to see you. Welcome. Welcome into another episode of A Ray of Sunshine. Hopefully you're doing good tonight. What you just saw there was a Marine cop, a Marine veteran turned into a cop, saving a man's life in the cold. The man was stranded. I don't know if it's pickup or something was turned over or what, but he was in a forest and stranded, and he almost died in the cold. And what you saw there was a footage of him trying to give the guy some body heat, make sure that he, get some circulation, get some warmth in him, you know, just just not to be cold. And so those parts of the videos that you saw, when it got dark, suddenly that's him trying to cover him up, trying to give him some heat, and hopefully, um, take him somewhere to a hospital or something, so he can be warm, and probably I don't know how long he's been stranded, probably food or anything. So like I said, all of these stories with the heroics, right place at the right time. So um, kudos to him again, um, going above and beyond what he does. Um, Marine veteran, a cop, probably those Marine instincts took in as well as that cop training as well, and managed to save that man's life um, in the forest there, being stranded there, especially up north. Um, very, very cold up there. So, right place in the right time, saved the man's life, and another heroic day done there. So, kudos to him there. Story number 3, Marine veteran turned cop tracks down stranded man in forest who nearly died of the cold. And this is from Andy Corbett of the Good News Network for January the 11th of 2024. As we get ready for story number 4, and the beginning of this has number 4 in it, and this one's kind of an adventure here, and also for charity. So 4 brothers are close to a world first, nearing end of an epic 3,000-mile road across the Atlantic, raising $80,000 for charity. And this is from Andy Corbett of the Good News Network for January the 11th of 2022. And Joker is doing good. How am I? I'm doing good as well. Um, I'd say the last couple of weeks I have felt very, very tired for some reason. Today, I kind of have a little bit of boost of energy today. So, could be the weather, could be me back to a normal schedule after the holidays. Maybe the body's trying to readjust. But other than that, I'm doing good. Doing good, good, good. So, I'm glad that you're doing good as well. So, and guys, make sure to give, I'm going to give you a shout out, Joker. In here, make sure to check out Joker. Very, very good gamer. That's a lot of Call of Duty. So if you're interested in some Call of Duty, make sure to check Joker out. Great streamer and great guy and all, and always supporter to our channels. So make sure to give him a follow and watch him. Are you playing? Are you going to play some Fortnite? Oh, you did Fortnite. Okay, he's doing some Fortnite now, but he's been doing a lot of Fortnite lately. Okay, so Call of Duty, Fortnite, all of the above. That's what he does. Make sure to give him a follow. And I don't know if he'll be streaming tonight. So if he streams tonight, make sure to give him a watch. All right. Um, but story number 4 for this evening: 4 brothers are close to a world first, nearing an epic 3,000-mile road across the Atlantic, and again raising $80,000 for charity. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started with story number 4 of this evening. There are the 4 brothers right there. And let's go ahead and get started with our next story here. Here we go. In a few days' time, 4 brothers will set a world record as the first rowing team made entirely of brothers to cross the whole of the Atlantic, or the whole Atlantic, I think. While many siblings find being stuck under one roof challenging, it's a testament to their endurance that the 4 of them have shared 2 rowing benches in one tent-sized cabin for nearly 4 weeks. The Adventurous brothers are 2 sets of twins, 26-year-olds Jack and Hamish Friend, and 24-year-olds Ewan and Arthur Friend. 2 sets of twins. Wow. The foursome from Devon, England, have already raised more than $80,000 for charity since setting off on their epic endurance challenge nearly a month ago. Naming their team the Friendship, um, they trained for the grueling feat for a total of 18 months ahead of their departure on December 12th from La Gorma in the Canary Islands. And they are expected to finally complete the Talisker Atlantic Challenge race and arrive at their destination, Antigua, in the next week. The Talisker Challenge usually consists of 20 to 40 rowing teams, and the boys' latest diary entry claims they were in 4th, but gaining fast on 3rd place holders. Quote, there have been some massive highs and some pretty low moments over the past 26 days, said Hamish in a video, reflecting on their progress on Friday. High moments from just surfing down some massive waves and these amazing starry skies and amazing sunrises and sunsets. Low moments, such as being slapped in the face by a flying fish at 2 in the morning, to getting absolutely soaked by these Atlantic storms that come along, sitting in your cabin all damp and wet trying to get to sleep. So there is a picture of them, a couple of them, rowing the boat there. As we continue on with the story. Indeed, Talisker describes the Atlantic Challenge thusly. Sleep deprivation, hallucinations, hunger, and the ultimate test of body and mind will be balanced by sighting incredible marine life, witnessing the breaking of a new day and sunsets that cannot be viewed by land. The twins each complete 2-hour rowing sessions before rotating into the cabin for rest and recovery. They consume around 6,000 calories a day of freeze-dried food and make their own drinking water from a solar-powered distillation unit. Continuing on, the brothers are completing the challenge in aid of 3 local charities and have so far raised a whopping £82,000 for their cause. The charities are Chat, a vital service for those struggling with housing issues in mid-Devon, the Drive Forward Foundation, which enables children and young people with experience of foster or residential care to achieve their potential, and Friends of Kawoku Hospital, a charity set up to support the work of the Kawoku Hospital in Uganda. Katie Humphreys, 22, is Ewan's girlfriend and has been keeping in regular contact to share their progress on social media. They are loving it, she said. I'm quite shocked that they don't even want to end it. They have loved being able to push themselves through their mental and physical limits. They have also raised over 80,000 pounds for 3 fantastic charities, and that's what's driving them to do the challenge. And so we're about to see a video here. I wonder if this will be part of their tour of their 3,000-mile trek of the Atlantic. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video.
We're now day 26 out in the mid-Atlantic, which is a bit nuts. We've got about 100 days to go, which is really exciting into Antarctica. Yeah, it's been some massive highs and some pretty low moments over the past 26 days. High moments from just, surfing down some massive waves, going from what we average normally about 3 knots to about 14 knots. And then, these amazing starry skies and sort of amazing sunrises and sunsets. To some low moments, being slapped in the face by about 2 in the morning, to getting absolutely soaked by these sort of Atlantic storms that come along, and then sort of sitting in your cabin all damp and wet trying to get to sleep.
Welcome to my crib. This is mine and Hamish's accommodation for the 40-day crossing. We switch every 2 hours, so that's the cabin hatch door, which takes us out. So you can see Hamish's chair going down there, Hamish on the oars. So every 2 hours we switch, and I'll come in here. I keep I've got some cabin water here, got some snacks. Equipment, got some wet wipes to clean with, spare clothing. Use this pullover, especially at night, it's good to keep it warmer. Some more clothing. Got some toothpaste, chewing gum. So I keep the rubbish here. So nice basic, does the job.
What we got here on it? We got Stanley. Spencer. We got Spencer. American Coast Guard ship. That's come very close. First other would you believe it? Coast Guard. Criminal good luck. Okay. That's so cool.
Hello everyone, so we are on day 23, we think, we slightly lost count. We've got hopefully about 10 days to go, all going well. And yeah, it's been quite a good week so far. We've hot, really hot, and not masses of wind, but wind's starting to pick up. Great New Year's Eve, and yeah, starting to turn our minds towards Antigua. I think the tough thing is, at the moment, that when you start to count down the days, count down the hours, and start thinking about beaches in Antigua and having a cocktail, time starts to go a lot slower. So try not to do that. Try to just enjoy the moment, enjoy being on the boat. But sometimes it's easier said than done. Anyway, it's a quick update from us. We've got half the length from the oars. We've got that 3 knots of speed. 2.7, it's not too bad.
What are our plans for New Year's Eve, Jackie?
Well, we've got a bit of reminiscing to do this evening. Some little sunset chats about highlights for 2. And then we've got a tipple of Dad's finest slow gin to see in the new year and raise a toast to Neptune. And then, yeah, bring on 2023. Hopefully 2023 sees us in Antigua.
All right.
All right, so I think that was a little bit of a video diary from the 4 brothers there, but kind of get the idea of their travels. Again, a 3,000-mile row across the Atlantic, and they raised 82,000 pounds for 3 charities. And again, the charities are CAT, let's see, the Drive Forward Foundation, and the Friends of Kawoku Hospital. And again, amazing things they did on the trek, and also kind of like a race also as well. Again, this story came out January the 11th. Today's the 17th, and on the 11th, as the story was recorded again, third place, or fourth place, excuse me, trying to go to third place in heroics. So hopefully they won their challenge. Hopefully they won their challenge, and again, it's amazing that they're doing something monumental there, going 3,000-mile row across the Atlantic, and again raising 83,000 pounds to charity for their country. I don't know how much is that in U.S. dollars. I don't have my phone with me, but very, very good things these four brothers are doing. So kudos to the Friends brothers um, for doing something for a great cause there. So four brothers are close to a world first, nearing end of epic 3,000-mile row across the Atlantic, raising 80K for charity. And this is for Andy Corbly of the Good News Network for January the 11th of 2023. As we go on to story number 5 of 7 tonight here on A Ray of Sunshine. After this story and the two stories, stay tuned. We got positive videos. We only got a couple tonight. One of the videos was the Darman video. I was going to go to show last week, but instead I pushed it forward this week. And also, we're going to close out the show in honor of being Martin Luther King Jr. Day yesterday. We're going to do the I Have a Dream speech in its entirety. So I'm going to stick around for that as well. Story number 5 for this evening. And this has been kind of a trend lately, especially on TikTok. A TikTok video raises $100,000 to allow an 82-year-old Walmart employee to retire. And this is from Andy Corbly of the Good News Network for January 12th of 2023. And again, this has been a trend. This is probably the latest one, but I know a couple others like this going to Walmarts and seniors are retiring to raise monies, just giving them to retire. So this is the latest one. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. Beforehand, I want to make everybody know that Joker will be on tonight, but he wants to play a variety of games, not just one. So if you're interested in Fortnite, the other games that he might be playing, again, make sure to check out Joker. Great, great guy, and he's lurking as well. So he's bringing in the positive vibes in a relaxed state. So make sure to check Joker out. Love you guys. All right. So story number 5. Again, TikTok raises $100,000 for an 82-year-old Walmart employee, allowing him to retire. If you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started with our 5th story for tonight. Rory McCarty was shocked to find an 82-year-old Navy veteran and widower still grinding out 8 to 9 hour shifts at Walmart. He realized at that moment he could put his social media influence toward a good cause. Helping raise $108,000 in just a few days, McCarty gave it all to help the man finally retire. Warren Marion walked to Walmart in Cumberland, Maryland for the final time last week after having handed in a 2-week notice. He was greeted with cheers, balloons, and a large check for $108,000. McCarty runs an extermination business called Bug Boys, and in a true 21st century story, managed to amass a TikTok following of 300,000 by showing videos of creepy crawlies he finds during work. I need to look him up. Quote, as a business owner, I was astounded seeing this little older man still grinding, working 8 to 9 hour shifts, Mr. McCarty said on the GoFundMe page he set up on December 19th to help fund Marion's retirement. I wanted to help this Navy veteran to live the remainder of his years traveling to see his kids in Florida, get him off his feet for 8 hours at a time, and do the things he would love to do that he may not be able to do for financial reasons. Continuing with the story. A video he posted of them both in December has been viewed over 3 million times, and the GoFundMe met its goal within a few days. It's actually the 3rd Walmart employee that TikTok users have managed to coax into retirement, and Marion is the second 82-year-old to receive the generosity of this particular social media platform. An elderly woman named Nola was filmed on break, and another Walmart by TikTok user Devin um, Bonagura, who managed to raise a whopping $175,000 for her retirement. And again, like I said, this is a trend that's going on right now for the older Walmart employees, and just seeing them, um, working 8 hour regular shifts. Like people like me and other young and middle aged people are supposed to be working, and this guy right here is working eight 8 to 9 hours a day, and and the guy and um, he said, well, it's time for him to retire. He needs to see his kids, enjoy life. So again, what these people on TikTok are doing to help these people is incredible. Usually you see bad about TikTok, but there's also some good with it as well. And this is one of the good stories as well. What we just read here. So kudos to Mr. Marion. Hope he's enjoying his retirement, and kudos um, to Mr. Bug Boy here. I need to find him on TikTok for raising that amount of money to allow him to retire. So that was pretty incredible. So TikTok video raises $100,000 to allow an 82-year-old Walmart employee to retire. And this is for Andy Corbley of the Good News Network for January 12th of 2023. As we move on to story number 6, and I kind of need to hear this story because I am currently working on a puzzle. Apparently, this professional puzzler in Jigsaw Championships can complete a 500-piece puzzle in 50 minutes. This is for the Good News Network for January 14th of 2023. 50 minutes to complete a 500-piece puzzle. Me, without my busy schedule and trying to focus on the puzzle, it will not take me 50 minutes. So I need to know how she does it. Probably some of us, if we're working on, say, like a 500-piece puzzle, how does she do it? So I think this will be a good video to see here. And she's a champion puzzler. So maybe we'll see if she'll lend us some advice with this. So I'll put a little water in, and if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and take a look at story number 6 of this evening. Meet the 32-year-old who became a professional puzzler and now competes in Jigsaw Championships. Karen Cavett has always loved puzzles, and she turned her hobby into her job after sharing videos of her skills over the last 5 years. The Los Angeles-based content creator likes to try her hand at jigsaws with a twist, such as gradient and pattern puzzles, and has even completed one with her feet. Now, I think I'm going to pause the story here because last time we saw someone do something with their feet, it was art, and it was amazing. So, if you haven't seen that story, it's somewhere in my Discord um, with the stories. And I think I did it back on season 2 of A Ray of Sunshine. So make sure to find that story. That the artist with the feet was pretty amazing. Let's continue on with the story. She's so good that when she competed in the National Jigsaw Puzzle Championships in San Diego, California in October, she finished in second place, even though her entire puzzle edge fell on the floor. She clocked a time of 50 minutes for the 500-piece puzzle while competing against 99 top puzzlers. Quote, I was less than a minute away from winning, she told SWNS News. It was so exciting and so validating after the many hours I have spent doing puzzles. During the lockdown puzzle boom, Karen decided to focus her YouTube channel on her hobby after she discovered their popularity. She says, people like to see me suffer and try tricky puzzles. She uses time lapse to create satisfying videos for her 202,000 subscribers, including her quest to finish a 24,000 piece puzzle, which took 157 hours, and a 9,000 piece Despicable Me jigsaw that took 67 hours. Um, I'm trying to look at that. There was a story about I don't think that was the story I was mentioning, but there's Karen right there with her puzzles right there. It's amazing. She does a 500 piece in 30 minutes, and then she's done a 24,000 piece puzzle in 157 hours and a 9,000 piece Despicable Me jigsaw for 67 hours. That's incredible. Continuing on, a second bedroom in her home has been turned into her puzzle studio, where she has even completed a tiny puzzle that she needed to do with tweezers. Um, it's in the video below, so we're going to see that. She became part of a global community of speed puzzlers and hopes to compete in the World Championships this year. Karen has now designed her own puzzle and was able to complete it herself for the first time recently. Quote, "It was so surreal solving my puzzle for the first time," she said. "It's a puzzle of a puzzle. It's a puzzle of a puzzle." Huh. Karen continues to grow her puzzle collection, consisting of around 400 jigsaws, and gives away dozens that she doesn't want to keep. See the most difficult puzzle she ever tried in the video below. A plain brown one with weird shapes that she will definitely be giving away. Quote, "I'll never be doing this puzzle ever again," she joked. So we're about to see she's about to do a difficult puzzle. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how long. Maybe they'll put a clock up to see how long she does this puzzle. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video.
I'm never doing this puzzle ever again. The final event of the National Jigsaw Puzzle Championships was individual, so whatever happens, it's all on me. And I loved this puzzle. I love colorful illustrations, and I also think I'm a better puzzler than with a team, except for when I knock my off of the table and onto the floor, but it's okay. I put it back together and then raced my way through the rest of the puzzle. I had no idea in the moment, but in the end, it was just down to Yvonne and me, and Yvonne won. I literally had 11 pieces left, but I got second place. Second place out of 99 puzzlers. This was so exciting and so validating after all of the many, many years I have spent doing puzzles. It all led to this. Let's do a 1-minute tour of my puzzle studio. In this wardrobe are all of my vintage puzzles. So puzzles I haven't done, puzzles that had cash prizes, food-themed puzzles, puzzles from the 30s, and puzzles I've already done on YouTube. And then this shelf is puzzles that I have not done yet. So the top two shelves are puzzles I plan to show in a video one day, and then these are puzzles I'm just going to do for fun. Out here in the hallway, I have my giant puzzle boards. So this was the one for the 6,000 piece puzzle, and then that one a 9,000 piece puzzle. Also, all of my foam boards in all different colors. And then out here in the living room are 3 giant boxes of puzzles that I plan to give away. This is one of the hardest puzzles I've done. This is the Jigsaw Puzzle, released in 1977. And the design is so weird. Like, who thought of this? Why is it brown? Why is there so much empty space? So doing the text took me about 2 hours. These piece shapes are so crazy. Nothing goes where you think it's gonna go. I honestly almost didn't even finish this one, but I pushed through and it took me 10 hours in total. Oh my god, even with the last 2 pieces, I still don't know how they go in. There we go. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I finished that. I can safely say that I'm never doing this puzzle ever again.
Now she did do a she did do something that I thought of the other day when I was doing the puzzle. I was like, why not do the outer edges? But try not to, what she did, try not to knock it off and break it. But do the outer edges. I think that would have been much easier. And then try to do inside, and then so I thought about that, and that's what she did first. So I took a little bit of a note on that one. So always do your outer edges. We'll start doing the outer edges next time I put that puzzle box up. But incredible, incredible how she does those puzzles so fast. Even if it takes hours, those are like short hours to do those puzzles. Again, 24,000 piece, I think, took 160 hours. Um, I mean, amazing, amazing stuff. But she's done a 500 piece puzzle in 50 minutes, which is very, very incredible. And now she's competing in puzzle championships, which is awesome as well. And hopefully she'll win one. I hope she'll win one. Just seeing her do those puzzles that fast, especially that jigsaw puzzle, I would have gave up. But hopefully she goes to the championships and does very, very well, and hopefully wins a prize as well. So professional puzzler in jigsaw championships can complete a 500-piece puzzle in 50 minutes. And this is for the Good News Network from January 14th of 2023. As we head on to our last story for this evening before we get to videos. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're lurking, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is our last positive story this evening before we get to videos. And for our last story, a singing bus driver becomes a star after making a music video to show family in India what he did for work. And this is for the Good News Network for January 15th of 2023. So if you guys are ready, we're on to our last story for this evening. So don't know what that means. Hopefully it doesn't screw up the page. So plus I don't want no ads on here. So you're supposed to be blocking ads. But anyway, I don't think y'all saw that on your screen there, but it was on my screen. But anyway, if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and read our last story for this evening. So here we go. A singing bus driver has become an unlikely YouTube sensation after a feel-good music video he made about his job racked up tens of thousands of views. Ranjit Singh wanted to show his family in India what he did for a living, so he made the film with the help of his colleagues at National Express. His song celebrates multicultural Britain and what it's like to serve a multi-faith community while driving buses across the industrial heartlands of the Black country. Despite what some might consider a mundane subject matter, the heartwarming video about the pride Ranjit takes in his work has attracted him thousands of adoring fans. Since the 4-minute long footage was uploaded to YouTube, a video was originally just meant for family has been viewed more than 66,000 times. The uplifting track was recorded against the backdrop of one of the company's garages in at West Bromwich bus station. Quote, I have a great passion for driving and singing, so I wanted to combine the two together, said the 59-year-old from West Bromwich in the West Midlands of England. I thought there was no better way than a video to show my family back home what I do for a living. I have worked at National Express West Midlands for 13 years and take great pride in what I do. There's a real team spirit, and I wanted to do something that celebrated the many different communities we have at our West Bromwich depot and how we all work together as one team. So there's Mr. Singh there with his co-workers, the fellow drivers there. As we continue on with the story. Recorded in the Punjabi language, but with English subtitles, sprightly Ranjit dances away as he sings, friends drive buses together. Quote, with honest working hands, we drive the buses from different countries, brothers drive buses together. We all drive the buses from our different faiths. I wonder if this is the song here. All the different cultures and nations drive buses together as friends, working in the offices as brothers. We sit together in the canteen as brothers. During overtime shifts, we exhaust the buses. Within different countries, friends drive the buses together. Oh, I think I'm singing. If any drivers need moral support, give it to each other. Health and safety priorities must be taken before holding the steering wheel. We check the bus conditions before holding the steering wheel. Sisters also drive the buses from different cultures and nations from all over the world. Sisters also became bus drivers within the UK. Staying happy and in high spirits, we work together singing with our brother Rajan. Fabulous, said one fan of YouTube. Thanks to Ranjit and everyone working so hard to keep us all moving. Another gush. This is why we should be proud of multicultural Britain. All colors and creeds coming together. Keep up the good work, Ranjit. David Bradfield, managing director for National Express West Midlands, said, "Our staff really are our greatest assets. They all work incredibly hard to keep our customers moving, and to see the enthusiasm that they have for their roles in the company is great." So I wonder if I just sung the music video there, but we'll figure out there. Here's the real music video down below here, and let's go ahead and take a look at it.
ਪਰਦੇਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਜਣੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਦੇਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਦਸਾਂ ਨੋਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੀਰਤਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਦਸਾਂ ਨੋਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੀਰਤਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਦੇਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਜਣੋਂ ਸਿੰਘ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਦੇਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ गुजराती हिंदू काले गोरे मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई बिच दफ्तरां काम न करदे बन के पाई पाई बिच कंटीन दे बेंदे सारे बन के पाई पाई ओवर टाइम दियां शिफ्टां ला के ओवर टाइम दियां शिफ्टां ला बसां दी बस कराउंदे बिच परदेसां दे सजणों ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਮਿਡਲੈਂਡ ਯੂਕੇ ਦੇ ਵੀਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਦੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਸੁੱਖ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਖੜਦੇ ਹੈਲਥ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਫੇਰ ਸਟੇਰਿੰਗ ਪੜਦੇ ਬਸ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਫੇਰ ਸਟੇਰਿੰਗ ਪੜਦੇ ਕਾਲੇ ਗੋਰੇ ਆਖਣ ਭਾਜੀ ਗੋਰੇ ਕਾਲੇ ਆਖਣ ਭਾਜੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਦੇਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਜਣੋਂ ਸਿੰਘ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਦੇਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਡਾਢੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਦਿਲ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਭੈਣਾ ਬੱਸ ਡਰਾਈਵਰ ਬਣੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਦੇਸਾਂ ਆ ਕੇ ਭੈਣਾ ਬੱਸ ਡਰਾਈਵਰ ਬਣੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਯੂਕੇ ਦੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਹੱਸਦੇ ਵਸਦੇ ਰਹੋ ਸਦਾ ਹੀ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਣਜੀਤ ਵੀਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਦੇਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੱਜਣੋ ਸਿੰਘ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਦੇਸਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀਰੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਮਿਡਲੈਂਡ ਯੂਕੇ ਦੇ ਵੀਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਬੱਸਾਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ
Wow. That was a good video. That was a good music video there. So, Mr. Singh and the people at his bus depot did a great job with that music video, and I can see why it garnered some views. It has a good beat to it. Thank God he put the subtitles there because I wouldn't know, like, hey, what is he saying? So now we know what he was saying there, and very creative video. I'm very proud that he done that. It meant for his family, but got viral around the world, and just an amazing song to listen to, and all about how what they do as a bus driver. So think about that, to do as a bus driver. Now that makes me want to sign up and say, hey, can I come for this company? So amazing video that Mr. Singh there. So proud of him and proud of his co-workers stepping up as well to produce that video as well. So the last positive story for this evening, singing bus driver becomes a star after making music video to show family in India what he did for work. This is from the Good News Network for January 15th of 2022. And now we're going to head into our positive video segment for this evening. Again, only 2 videos this evening. This first one was something I was supposed to show last week. Didn't get to, so I'm showing it tonight. And our final video will pay Martin Luther King Jr. Day from yesterday, and we're gonna play the whole "I Have a Dream" speech from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. from August of 1963. So if you guys are ready, this is our first story, our first video for this evening. A little bit of a trigger warning, I will say that, but as always with the Dorman videos, they always have a great ending to it. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video, and it's kind of a good life lesson as well for anybody that's watching. So here we go.
That was so much fun. Oh, I love when we get to come out to your mom's cabin, Monica.
Yeah, this is the best.
What the heck?
I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. Well, maybe be more careful next time. This suit is designer. Not that you would know anything about that. Come on, ladies. It's too cold to be out here.
Sometimes it gets a little jammed. These pics came out so fire. Way better than if we took them on my crappy iPhone.
My mom is about to get me the 14 for Christmas. They're about to be even better. Wait, that is so loud.
I can't hear. How are we supposed to watch anything with her making all that noise?
I'll take care of it. Hey! Carly?
Sorry, I was listening to Doja Cat. Is everything okay?
No, you're being too loud. Me and my friends are trying to watch TV. So you're gonna have to use a shovel, okay?
But that's gonna take forever. I'm almost done if you guys wouldn't mind giving me a minute.
You're here to work? We're trying to enjoy our winter break. So use your shovel. Got it?
Got it.
Hey, sweetie, I was gonna boil some hot water for some hot chocolate if you and your girlfriends want some.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Hey, Carly, how's it going out here?
Good.
Why are you not using this snowplow?
It can be pretty loud. I don't want to bother Monica and her friends.
Oh, don't be silly. No, they can deal with the noise. They have it good enough. Just go ahead and finish up.
Honestly, I don't mind.
Are you sure? Okay. Well, if you get cold, come on inside and have some hot chocolate. It'll be ready soon.
Thanks, Miss Johnson.
Oh, please. Call me Jan. Hey, girls. Hot chocolate is ready.
Ooh, yes. This looks amazing.
I wish my mom did stuff like this.
Oh, before I forget, we are running out of firewood. So if you wouldn't mind helping me cut some wood, maybe your friends could help. And I would throw in $100.
That's horrible. Why don't you ask that other girl to do it?
Carly?
Yeah, I'm sure she's used to it. She does manual labor.
Sorry to bother. I just finished. Is there anything else you need?
Oh, you're not bothering at all. Come on in and have some hot cocoa.
Thanks so much, Jan. I really appreciate it.
You know what? Before I forget, would you be interested in maybe chopping some wood? Maybe for the fireplace for $100?
$100? I couldn't take that. That's way too much money.
Oh, no. I insist. I would have given it to Monica anyway.
Wow. Okay. I could really use the money to help buy Christmas presents, so this is perfect. Thanks.
Oh, you buy your own gifts? I buy Monica everything she wants, and she still won't even lift a finger. I guess it's because she's an only child, and I probably just spoil her too much.
Could you ever see yourself having more kids?
Yeah, that was my dream, but just didn't work out with Monica's dad and I. Hey, I bet you are saving up for the new iPhone 14.
Oh, no. I have the 7 and it works perfectly fine. I don't need a new phone.
Wow, Carly, that's impressive. Your parents raised you right. How about you have some hot cocoa before you finish up and go out and cut some wood?
Okay. And if you need any other help around here, don't hesitate to ask.
Ugh, I don't want to go back to school like at all.
Especially to Mrs. Grimm's class. Ugh.
Ew, like why does a teacher give us work over Christmas?
This is so cool. Your mom put this together?
What are you doing?
I was just going to get some hot chocolate. Chan said...
My mom made this for me and my friends. Last time I checked, you were just here to work. I don't want your dirty little hands in my marshmallows.
Sorry. You're right. It's just really cold out, so...
Well, then your parents should have gotten you better winter clothes.
I'll go get started on that firewood.
Wait. I know it's cold out there, so you can have mine.
Thanks, Monica. That's really...
There goes your hot chocolate. You should probably clean that up.
Oh my God.
God.
That's all.
I really wish we had snow in Cali just for this.
Same. Do you guys want to see something funny? Wait, I don't think you should. Oh, it is. Wait, it's gonna be hilarious though. Ready?
Monica Lynn Johnson, what are you doing? Are you okay?
Okay.
Get your butt over here immediately.
Be quiet.
I am so sorry. You can stop working. You don't have to keep working there.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I can keep working.
What in the world are you thinking?
Now, come on, Mom. Loosen up. She said she's fine. We're just having some fun.
A little fun? Well, you're having a little fun. Carly's over here working. You have no idea how hard it is, the work that she does.
As if I'd want to. I'm never gonna do manual labor. We're rich.
See, that's the issue. I've spoiled you. Now you become entitled. You know why you have your Christmas gifts handed to you? Carly's over here working for hers.
Okay. Sucks for her. That's not my problem.
Oh, it's not? Okay, well, we're going to do things a little bit differently from now on. Starting right now. Pick up that firewood.
What?
The only way you'll learn how hard someone else's life is by walking a mile in their shoes. So for the rest of the trip, I want you to do Carly's work for her.
Actually, Miss Johnson, I'm really okay to work. I can't afford to lose out on this job.
That's okay. You'll still get paid. Don't worry about that. Because Monica's going to do the work for you.
That's a good one, because I'm going to get back to my friends.
I'm serious, or you won't get the iPhone 14 or any of the other gifts that you wanted.
You're joking. You already ordered it.
Oh, I could cancel that anytime. So what's it going to be?
This is so unfair.
So what would you like me to do next, Miss Johnson?
I want you to come inside and get some hot cocoa while Monica makes a fire for us. Come on, dear.
Monica is not happy. For the first time, she's about to learn the meaning of hard work. As she chops firewood, she quickly sees it's not as easy as it looks. She hates that she has to work while everyone else gets to relax and have fun. With Carly gone, she now has to take care of everything herself. And she hates every second of it. She also has to clean the entire cabin, including washing all the dishes, vacuuming all the floors, and even taking out the trash. She now starts to realize just how hard Carly's job really is.
So, how'd it go?
Well, my back hurts, I'm exhausted, and my fingers are frozen. Not the winter break that I imagined at all.
Well, I'm proud of you for surviving the torture. And as promised. Yes! And I didn't wrap it because I already know you already know what it is.
Thanks, Mom. I have been dying for this.
And doesn't it just feel so much better because you earned it?
Actually, yeah. You're right. Kind of does. Not that I would ever really want to do it again, though.
Okay, well, I'm going to give Carly her card and her last paycheck.
Oh, my friends are gone, though. You're just going to leave me here alone?
I'm not going to be gone long. You can come with me if you like.
Okay.
Alex, Blake, no running in the house.
I'm so sorry. Things are a little hectic. Is there something I can help you with?
Mom, Blake and Alex broke my toy.
I'll fix it. Just give me a minute.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
We just wanted to come by and give Carly a card. I didn't realize she had so many siblings.
This is actually a foster home.
Oh, that means...
Well, Carly's a foster child. She's a great kid. I hope she finds a permanent home soon.
Carly, someone's here to see you.
Coming. She'll be out in a minute.
Hey, what did you guys break now? I heard something.
Hey guys, here, let me close this so it'll be quieter.
Is it always like this?
Stressful. All the noise.
Yeah, well, after a while you get used to it. So what are you guys doing here?
Oh, we wanted to come by and bring you your check and a Christmas card, and hopefully you can buy all the gifts that you wanted to buy yourself.
Thanks so much. Actually, the gifts are for my foster brothers and sisters, not for me.
You did all that work to get gifts for other people?
Mm-hmm. It's the last Christmas I'm going to spend with them. because I have to move homes again.
I had no idea that you were a foster kid. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? And why aren't you adopted yet?
Sure. My parents passed away a few years ago in a car accident. And since I'm older, it's a little hard getting adopted. Most people want a younger kid. So I've been bouncing around homes a lot.
I am so sorry, Carly.
I can't imagine what you're going through.
It's okay. Now that it's been a while, I've gotten used to it. And even if I don't get adopted, only a couple more years till I turn 18, so I'll be okay.
Carly, I need your help in here.
Sorry, I have to go, but I really appreciate this. Let me know if you guys need help with anything before you go back home. Even with packing, I can do it all. Take care. What is it? Got it.
You were right. You never know how hard someone else's life is.
Gosh, I cannot stop thinking about
Oh, that must be Carly.
No. Monica, you did not invite her over to help you pack, did you? That's
Hey, I got your text. Did you guys need help with anything?
Yeah, I did. Come on in.
no. Carly, you do not have to help.
I needed help opening this.
Okay, what's in it?
Well, I realized I never got you a Christmas gift. So I put all my Christmas money together to get you
Doja Cat tickets? Oh my gosh, I love her.
Yeah, me too. So I got enough for all of us to go.
Thanks. But this concert's in LA. There's no way I'd be able to make it all the way over there.
Actually, I think you can. Because I got you something, Mom.
Oh, wasn't expecting this. And what could this be? An adoption application.
I know how much you've wanted another kid. And I've always wanted a sister. So what do you say? Do you want to be a part of the family?
Really? This is the best Christmas ever.
Welcome to the Johnsons, Carly. Oh, we have to get ready for that concert. I like you. I do.
You know?
Oh, everybody knows Doja Cat.
I like you. I do.
All right. There was the first video I wanted to show last week and got to it this week. And pretty much the moral of that story is, you know, you see Carly, they're working hard to provide money. Again, no one knew that she was a foster kid. So it's always good to be kind to others. You don't know what their situation is, and all of that. She worked hard, very hard, to do for her foster kids before she had to move away from her foster home, and also the other person did a lot of hard work in the Carly's place. So she kind of realized now, like, hey, she's doing all this hard work, and now knowing that she was a foster kid, it's like, you know what? Mom said she always wanted another kid, another daughter. I wanted a sister. Let's just adopt her. So that's what happened, and I'm glad that, again, always with Starman stories, there are always a good ending to it. So just be kind to others. Don't know what their situation is, and as well, at the process, maybe you could find out something about that person that you didn't know, and probably try to help them out as well. So that's the moral of the story that I can provide for that. Now, our last video is the I Have a Dream speech, in which, by the way, I am going to pin a comment on here because I think while we give the speech, I will not be present down this bottom box. We're going to let Dr. King have the screen here. So give me just a second. And while I do that, actually, There is an ad coming up, and I don't want any ads to be interrupted while I play it. So I wanted to see if I can run an ad quick. So I'm going to run an ad real quick, and while I type the comment, and then when I come back, then we'll go ahead and get started with the video. So let's see if this will work here. So there we go. It should be running right now. And while we are waiting for the people that are looking at the ads, we'll go ahead and write this comment down real quick. I have a dream speech. I will be in the comments. Oh, the speech is played. That's a good comment there to pin. That way we'll give Dr. King the center for there. And there we go, we're back. And 52, that's good enough. All right. So I did that. I'm gonna go ahead and pin this comment real quick. Yeah, 20 should be good. All right. So we'll do that. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself off this box. And what the next thing you're going to hear is Dr. King's speech. So I will be in the comments while he is playing the speech in case anybody jumps in. It's like, hey, where's Raymond? So if you guys are ready, I'm going to go ahead and start playing the I Have a Dream speech. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. This is the last video for this evening for A Ray of Sunshine. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put the closed captioning on as well.
At this time, I have the honor to present to you the moral leader of our nation. I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, The life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. 100 years later, the Negro is still languished in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. And so we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds. But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity of this nation. So we've come to cash this check, a check that will give us upon demand the riches of freedom and the security of justice. We have also come to this hallowed spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of now. This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children. It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of the moment. This sweltering summit of the Negro's legitimate discontent will not pass until there is an invigorating autumn of freedom and equality. 1963 is not an end, but a beginning. Those who hope that the Negro needed to blow off steam and will now be content will have a rude awakening if the nation returns to business as usual. There will be neither rest nor tranquility in America until the Negro is granted his citizenship rights. The whirlwinds of revolt will continue to shake the foundations of our nation until the bright day of justice emerges. The But that is something that I must say to my people who stand on the warm threshold which leads into the palace of justice. In the process of gaining our rightful place, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. We must forever conduct our struggle on the high plane of dignity and discipline. We must not allow our creative protests to degenerate into physical violence. Again and again, we must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force. The marvelous new militancy which has engulfed the Negro community must not lead us to a distrust of all white people. For many of our white brothers, as evidenced by their presence here today, have come to realize that their destiny is tied up with our destiny. And they have come to realize that their freedom is inextricably bound to our freedom. We cannot walk alone. And as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back. There are those who are asking the devotees of civil rights, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horrors of police brutality. We can never be satisfied as long as our bodies, heavy with the fatigue of travel, cannot gain lodging in the motels of the highways and the hotels of the cities. We cannot be satisfied as long as the Negro's basic mobility is from a smaller ghetto to a larger one. We can never be satisfied as long as our children are stripped of self, of their dignity by signs stating for whites only. We cannot be satisfied as long as a Negro in Mississippi cannot vote and a Negro in New York believes he has nothing for which to vote. No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. I am not unmindful that some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulations. Some of you have come fresh from narrow jail cells. Some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom left you battered by the storms of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality. You have been the veterans of creative suffering. Continue to work with the faith that unearned suffering is redemptive. Go back to Mississippi. Go back to Alabama. Go back to South Carolina. Go back to Georgia. Go back to Louisiana. Go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities. Knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friend, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is a faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning, "My country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and when this happens, and when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, "Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last."
All right. So that was the I Have a Dream speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. there, and paying homage to Dr. King Day yesterday, Monday. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video there. And I think I played it one other time during Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I figured I would replay that again in homage of yesterday. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And this is also the conclusion of the show this evening. So I hope everybody has enjoyed the show tonight. And before that, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of community calendar real quick here. Discord, exclamation point Discord. Make sure to follow the link to my Discord where you'll get all the stories from tonight, also from past shows, chat rooms. I'm even starting a daily quotes thing. Actually, I'll bring the real calendar out right now. So I got a little quotes calendar here. So every day I will post something from this calendar with quotes from a famous person. So today is Arnold Palmer, professional golfer. He says, "Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you." It's true. Always make, if the odds are against you, strive harder. So, but anything that was coming from this quote calendar, I will always post it on the Discord for everybody to see. So that's a new section on Discord. But check out my Discord, lots of good stuff, and you won't regret it. So make sure to check that out today. The Mental Health Hour, Tim and Gemma, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Do not know what the topic is tomorrow, so I think usually it will come in a little bit late. Matter of fact, I could check, but if they do put something out, I'll put it on my Discord. But tomorrow night, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, check out Tim and Gemma, the Mental Health Hour. They are back and ready to start back to the realm of mental health. So make sure to follow them. Great broadcasters and a wealth of knowledge of the topics at hand for mental health. So make sure to tune in for that. Catalyst, Jim in Chicagoland tomorrow night as well at 11 p.m. Eastern. He brings out a candle. You talk about your day or anything that's on your mind. He'll listen. Catalyst tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern. And also, he does Saturday night trivia at 10 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. Make sure to follow Jim at Jim in Chicago Land. So, Joker, you were the only one in here. So, thank you so much for being in here, Joker. And Joker's live right now, actually. So, give him a follow. He's playing I think he still is playing Fortnite tonight. So, make sure to give Joker a follow. And I thank him for coming in here because usually he does come in here if he's about to go live and say hello. So do appreciate you, Joker, but I also appreciate anybody that was watching tonight and all the replay viewers. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate you guys. You know what? I'm just going to end it tonight. No raids. I'm just going to end the broadcast tonight. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. I will be back next week. And then we'll talk about the other shows coming up. But I'll be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, same time, same place. And we'll do this all over again. So hopefully y'all have a great week. And until then, be positive, stay safe, be kind to one another. And I hope I will see y'all again next week. All right? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.